So the plan today is to cut out and lay this floor. Now I was going to put battens across it and up and down and put insulation in the middle. But then I thought and I remembered that I've still got the flooring that I pulled out on the very first day I got the van, which is over here on the ground. So I'm going to try and use that first because it'll probably work as insulation, and it's rubber and it's got a thickness to it which might be okay. So I've measured out the floor. Here are my measurements, and I've put them on here. Unfortunately I only had black pen, so that didn't work very well, but I've got it marked out here in the dark pen. I'm going to try and cut it out now and see whether it fits in the van, whether my measurements are correct. So we'll see how that goes and see how it fits, and if it doesn't work then I'll just make the original floor like I was going to. We'll try this first and see how it turns out. So it's cut out now. Like this and like this and like this. So we'll now see whether it fits. I hope it fits. I'm half confident. We'll have a look now. Well, it's been a pain in my ass. It's pretty close, but I cut it too tight. So once it was down, it was too hard to get up. So I've had to, and I forgot about one part. I was supposed to cut it. I knit it in two pieces so I can lay wiring under the front part. So I've had to cut the back part and the front part separate, which is not a big deal, but it would have been easier when it was out because it was down and I couldn't get it up, and it was wedged in. Anyway, it seems to be okay now. It's not in, but it'll go in. I'll keep fiddling with it. Well, the floor's in. I don't know if you can see because it's dark, but if I can give you some advice if you're building a van, since I don't know what the hell I'm doing, this is my first van, fucking do your floor first. I did the floor last. And putting this down and cutting it. So I would say do your floor first. And if you're going to have to cut a huge big stencil like I did, and fucking give yourself, don't cut it too tight because this fucking sucked ass. It's done, but I had to pull it up, and when I couldn't pull it up because it was too tight, then I had to cut it a bit bigger to get it back down, and then it wouldn't fit, and then it did fit, and if you get it just a little bit off it doesn't fit, but then you wiggle it a bit and it falls down, and then you can't get it back up because it's too tight. Fucking hell. I don't know whether it was easier to use the old floor and cut it out or just cut it from scratch, but I've also got all these zigzags. Anyway, it's done, thank goodness. I'm going to pack up and go home. I've had enough.